And this comment right here shows what I mean when I say that you all are lacking the tools to even have the conversation.
Really? Let's see it.
Conversation, sex, and gender are two completely different things.
In order to give as much credit as possible to his argument, which is necessary, trust me, he is both right and wrong. In the instance, if you think of sex like the action for reproduction, gender doesn't mean that, so yes, he's right there. But if you are talking about sex and gender, and specifically the terms of male and female, then you're wrong. And there is another definition for gender, trust me, but we'll get there.
Break it down. Some traditionally masculine traits would be strength, courage, independence, leadership, and assertiveness. Would you say a male who lacks those traits are any less male?
No, because masculinity and femininity do not have to do with us being male or female. And in turn, they don't have to do with us being a man or a woman. Those traits are associated with men, with males, yes. But those are traits that we attribute to specifically masculinity. And masculine is defined as having qualities or an appearance traditionally associated with men or boys. And make sure to keep this definition in mind, because I promise you it will come back into play.
Male? No, you idiot. It doesn't affect your biology.
Nobody's arguing that it does. And also, to answer your other question, because I'm going to need it, having less of those traits does not make you less male, but it does make you less masculine.
A female displaying these traits then be considered male?
Obviously no. But the thing is you're the only one making this argument. You are literally arguing with yourself. If a female were to exhibit those traits, it would make her more masculine, not more man or more male. And nobody's ever argued that point.
No, she has the same organs in the same places that do all the same things. Do they not?
That's what we're saying. That's literally what we're saying.
They not? Gender is all about expression of social and cultural traits.
Really? I wonder where I've heard that before. I wonder if this is the argument that you're actually trying to make. Well, if it was, you probably wouldn't have made this video.
Those traits that I described earlier would not make you less of a male, but it would indeed make you less of a man.
So let's listen here. When people say, let's say, doing feminine things makes you less of a man, what they're not saying is it makes you less of an adult human male. What they are saying, rather, is that it makes you less masculine. Pretty much everyone has always understood this, until you had a couple jackasses in the 20th century who thought they were way smarter than what they were with language. Nobody disagrees with that, brother. So when you hear the sentence, it makes you less of a man, instead of man, just mentally put less masculine in your head. And I promise you, everything that you're saying goes completely out the window. And honestly, I don't care enough to, continue to respond to the rest of the video because you've got the idea. So now it's more so my turn to talk. Someone tagged me in this video and I left a comment saying that I'll drop some heat on this later. I'm doing something right now, right? And here's one thing you need to understand. People aren't dumb, but you can really keep up when someone's actually paying attention. What do I mean by this? If you're asking somebody a question or you're giving someone a scenario or you're giving them a hypothetical, whatever it is, and it's a legit one, it's a valid one, right? It's not some, nonsense. If they refuse to engage with the question, then what they're doing is they understand in their head that they're wrong. So instead of engaging with it, they just kind of throw it off to the side. What do I mean by this? So in this video, if you want to click on it, go find the comments, whatever. Dude was super mad, insulting me, whatever. It's not gonna hurt my feelings. So I said this, he said this, and my final response, quick question, what's a rooster? His response, an animal that lacks the higher brain functionality to understand the social constructs of gender, your blah, 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 blah. And I want you to understand, this question is 100% a gotcha. Because if you engage with it, you have to understand that you're wrong, but you can't engage with it. So let's go down the list. A rooster is an adult male chicken. A hen is an adult female chicken. A bull is an adult male cattle. A cow is an adult female cattle. So let me make this a little simpler for you. And there are plenty more words like this for other species. So adult male and adult female. You add the species of the word at the end and then you have a gendered word. Hen, rooster, bull, cow, mare, the list goes on. So using this logic, and remember, humans are animals. So using this logic, why would we not have a specific word for our own species when we do it for other ones? Adult, male, insert species. Adult, male, human is a man. Adult, female, human is a woman. You made this entire video talking like you know what you're talking about. And what do? You make the same stupid arguments, not understanding anything about our language or anything about anything. And if you want to make the argument that for whatever reason that we don't have words in our language for adult male human and adult female human, then you have to understand the absolute absurdity of that argument. Gender in terms of masculinity and femininity, yes, I will agree, those are socially constructed, but only in that instance. Gender is quite literally defined as one of the two sexes. That is how the word is defined. Because, and you can go look in any scientific, journal or anything. Before the LGBT mafia started to take over the institutions, the way that they would talk about animals is the animal's gender. And when I say when they took over the institutions, I'm talking about within the last decade. So if you want to say that animals don't have gender, I got nothing for you. Animals do not have an idea of gender in terms of, let's say, masculinity and femininity. Sure, I can agree to that. I'm with you. But I can't go any further past that. I don't know if you're getting paid to make these videos or if you just feel it in your heart of hearts to be the most virtue signaling bastard on the internet. But honestly, do better, man.